Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is InsideAgameR. Welcome back to X-Plane 12. It's been a little while. We've been kind of stuck on the old Microsoft Flight Simulator for a while since all the new planes that have been released recently. But we've come back here to X-Plane 12, good old trusty X-Plane. We're here tonight in the Flight Factor A320. Haven't flown that in a very, very long time, so hopefully that's all going to be okay. We'll see what happens. I updated it earlier today, so fingers crossed everything is okay. We're currently stateside, somewhere we don't fly too often, but one of the pilots tonight, Count, decided this is where we wanted to start. So we're starting in KPDX, which is Portland International. And we're going to be going not too far, but we're heading over to Bozeman, Yellowstone International in Montana, KBZN. Flight time should be about 2 hours, all in, hopefully. Yeah, so look, we're on the old Vatsim network. I didn't, it's pure fluke that we actually have a controller online. Now, some of the American abbreviations of how they do things are a little bit different, so we might get told off a little bit here, but we'll try our best. That's all we can do, right? Good evening to everyone that is here, though, so far. Good evening. Dean, thank you for becoming a member. Jamesy, good evening. Count, good evening. Scott, good evening. Hopefully all the three of you are flying. Jamesy, today's a good day for Vatsim. There's like no airplanes here. There's only one controller. There's only tower online. It's a very easy day to be looking after. This is the days that you want to learn Vatsim if you're going to do them. It's not busy here. I don't know if it's early in the morning on this side of America or what. On the west coast, I don't know. I have no idea about time zones. Delboy, good evening. Taboo, good evening. Georgina, good evening. Chosen, I thought I said testes. Sorry, Tetchies, good evening. Hopefully tonight will go smoother than the last few attempts. Yeah, we've had a few little... Well, actually, let's be honest. Last week, yeah, the flight sim was just broken. There was no doubt about that. But the week before, getting stuck at Glasgow Airport for as long as we did was brutal. So look, we're here. We've got the gate attached already. So let's get on inside. Let's go up above. Oh, I'm flicking things I'm not meant to. Okay, battery 1, battery 2 to the on position. We're going to arm the emergency lighting. APU's all going to come alive here now. The emergency light down below. All those smoking seatbelt signs for now. Cabin crew supply can go to the on position. We can put on our beacon nav lights for now. There we go. Everything's going to come alive. Okay, my radio panel doesn't seem to be working even though it's lit on. Okay, so we're 123. Hang on. 123.775. There we go. My radio panel's just come alive. Weird. Flight vector A320 files like a flies like a brick. Does it? Haven't flown it in forever. Don't tell me it's gonna fly like a brick. Okay, we're gonna align the ideas as well. 1, 2, and 3. They should all start lining up nicely. And yeah, I'm pretty sure if Gecko's flying tonight with us, Scott, he will be here somewhere on Vatsim. We'll listen and hear him out eventually. Right, let's sort out what we need to do for today. So fuel for today's flight. In kilos, we're looking at 5520. Let's get that. Hang on, I'm there. $5520. Okay, yeah, we're good. Packs. We're set for about 108, I think it is. We'll have to check it in a minute. Cargo for today's flights. Very quickly, I just need to have a look at SimBrief. Cargo 460. Okay, so that should do us for that side of things. We go into our performance check. We can see that we're okay here. One would hope. You're taking the B777. Oh, that's going to be tight for your landing, I think, isn't it? Hey, Doug, good evening. A quick tip, the beacon light comes on right after pushback. Nah, it's alright, doesn't really matter. If you're a private pilot like me, you actually put it on now. There you go. It's part of the checklist for some reason in most smaller aircraft. I don't think the beacon I don't think is a big deal. The beacon just kind of tells people on the ground that you're ready for your pushback. Because we don't have real ground stuff, it doesn't really matter. But that's the only reason why you tell them the beacon know that you guys are getting ready for your pushback to get the hell out of the way, basically. Okay, so look, that's all well and good. We haven't heard no voices. So we are 29903 currently on the Q&H. That's fine. Let's just make sure these are gonna be working. Should be all good. What's my parking brake? Right, perfect. Let's get down below here then. Do I have a screen for that? Apparently not. Right, we'll just pull it up here. Right, where are we flying from? KPDX. I'm not very good with my old American places. Can I make this bigger? Ah, that's better. That's a lot better. I can see the buttons. KPDX. Yeah, geoplane's part of our checklist. You'd have that all on before you even get your clearance or anything. All your lights go on straight away, strobes even. I mean, you don't put your strobes on until you're on the runway, but small aircraft, the strobes go on, wing lights go on. Part of your checklist, all of them just kind of go on from the beginning. I think it's so we don't forget them, maybe, I don't know. Maybe because you're kind of like, you know, you're new to flying. I'm not sure why the rules are, but over here anyways in Europe, that's what we do. KBZN. I'll be honest with you, I haven't flown this in a while. Okay, we can just request it. Don't need to put it in. I'm thinking of the tow list now. Probably so large aircraft can see your clip. Yeah, it probably is. It probably is. There's probably a mixture of that, and I'd say it is just so you don't forget. You know, so it's very simple when you're very new to flying that, you know, if you don't follow the same procedures, you just forget. You know, putting them lights on early, you know, that safety aspect is there. People can see you, mostly. But yeah, I'd say you're probably right. That's probably the reason. Just got home, did a last minute decision to go watch Borderlands. Didn't want to go to a later one, didn't want to miss too much. You know, you can always miss my streams, not a big deal. Okay, so that's all good. Cost index is 5, IRS in it. We can align on the reference, confirm our alignment. Yeah, I haven't flown this in ages. So it flies pretty badly, does it? I can't remember the last time I flew this damn thing. I forgot to put the weather inside the folder. No. It'll be okay. We don't need weather. Who needs weather? No one needs weather. Can't even remember what it gives you and doesn't give you. Okay, let's go over here then. How are we looking? So if you set it there, it sets in here. Okay, I didn't know that. So 0 fuel weight 56.8 is correct to sim brief. Center of gravity is 23.8. It's going fine. Block fuel 5.5, absolutely fine. We'll go to the flight plan. I suppose we should get clearance. I'm not particularly clued up with the American slang. Have I got the radio definitely on here? Right, let's just get information Bravo. I didn't even get to read any of that. Yeah, I don't really fly this, to be honest with you, either, but I thought, you know what, it's been a while. Time to go through the mix again. Good evening, Portland Tower, radio check.
Aircraft calling Portland Tower, you're 555.
He can hear me, but I can't hear him. It's very loud in this aircraft inside, isn't it? This is the thing. Some of these planes are ridiculously loud, and then the other ones are ridiculously quiet. Just making sure my now it might be a bit loud when he talks. I apologise with that. I'm just going to actually take a little bit more of the interior sounds down. There we go. Yeah, I'll be honest, the toeless is much better, isn't it? I think we can all probably agree on that. Okay, what have I got to do here? So the service area then, I should be able to remove these. Fuel, I can remove. Packs I'll leave open for the moment. Alright, trucks are still on, that's fine. Now they're on, they should have been on already, whoopsie. Gecko, are you online then? Well, I suppose I should open the red one for tonight's flight. Well, look, are you here? I can't hear you. Where are you? I don't even know where I am. Portland. Where am I going to? Bozeman, Yellowstone International. No downside to toeless is the modelling texture. Do you think? I do like it's a lot. It feels a little bit more worn in here. I suppose. But aren't the frame rates quite heavy on this one compared to the toeless? It used to be. I don't know how they improved it much. Might be something that you might know. Okay, so we should be taking the Lava A6. Those cockpits do look a lot better than the Flight Factor. I always find this quite funny. This looks always so small and flimsy. I think when you're up close and stuff, it doesn't look awful. Oh, click something there. It's hard to tell. Okay. Good evening, Portland Tower, simply 7742 with you. Looking for IFR departure for Bozeman, Yellowstone International, Montana, KBZN, information Bravo at stand Charlie 7 in an A320. What happened? I think I accidentally changed my settings with the microphone. Hang on. Scott, are you on frequency? Because I don't know what's just happened. 123777. 775. I changed the microphone volumes. Oh God, Scott, I can barely hear you.
Speedbird 154, Portland Tower. Clear to the Bozeman Airport via the Lava 6 departure. Pendleton transition then is filed. Maintain 7000. Departure is offline. Squawk 1576. You're at 154, squawk 1576. I didn't catch the squawk part. 1576 squawk. Speed 154. Speed 154, reback correct. Call for push on the Foxtrot. You can expect runway 28 left for departure.
Right. Why are you so quiet, Scott? Good evening, Portland International Tower, simply 7742, looking for IFR clearance to Bozeman, Yellowstone International, Montana. Information Bravo, stand Charlie 7 in an A320.
What was the call sign? Sorry, I missed it.
It's okay. Simply 7742, Virtual Airlines.
Roger, simply 7742, Portland Tower. Good afternoon. Clear to the Bozeman Airport via the Lava 6 departure. Pendleton transition then is filed. Maintain 7000. Departure is offline. Squawk 7442.
Cleared to Bozeman, Yellowstone International, Montana, with the Lava 6 departure. Clear to 7,000 feet, squawking 7442, simply 7742.
Simply 77, correction 7442, reback correct. Call for push on the Tango, expect runway 28 left for departure.
Awesome. Alright, we can finish this now. So we're departing from 28 left. Why is it in green? Oh, okay. Is this new that it puts in the whole thing for you? Never known it to do that before. Alright, anyways, let's squawk what he wants us to squawk first before I forget. 7442. 7442. And we can turn you to the on position. There we go. No, last thing I need to do here quickly is go up above, put on the APU master switch and start the APU. Okay, APU is on, and now I just need to go to the performance calculator. Okay, so 149, 150, 155. We will be flaps 1 plus F. Don't even worry about that. 1's fine. Flexing to 68. Okay, this plane actually does quite a lot for you now. I can't remember it ever being like that before. Okay, APU is now available, so I'll flick on the bleed. We're going to come off ground power. We can remove you now as well. That should be all doors and everything else done and dusted. Why is that not working now? Shift and G. There you go. Okay, we should have better pushback.
Round to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Okay, so we have been cleared up to 7,000 feet. We'll make sure everything else is looking okay. You know what, it's handy if you turn on your fuel pumps.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Where's my tow coming from? I remember when X-Plane 12 first came out and I did my first pushback, and this made this plane go friggin' bananas. Is that you over there, Scott?
Speedbird 154, heavy pull
Yeah.
tower.
Go ahead. 154.
Yeah, Speedbird 154, looks like push onto an active taxiway there. Squawk mode Charlie, please, and then looks like you're on Foxtrot facing the right way, so call for taxi.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Simply 7742, ready for push and start.
Simply 7742, push and start on to Tango's approved facing north.
Pushback approved, facing north onto Tango, simply 7742. Alright, I just need my chart to make sure I'm going on to Tango. Yeah.
You're 154, heavy runway 28 left taxi via Foxtrot Charlie.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
And simply 7744, sorry, face east on the push.
Yeah, I was just looking at the chart, I was just thinking, yeah, so face east on the push, simply 7742. I was just looking at the chart. I know you can't see my chart, so just add them up on the screen here. I was thinking facing north, and I was trying to think, Jesus Christ, have I got the map the wrong way around? No. Okay, that's fine. Push and start is ready though, so we're going to push you off. I am going to put the...
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay, let's fire engine 2. I don't think I've ever flown out of Portland International. We don't fly very much in America. We need more American friends to give us more airports they want us to fly between. Okay, engine 1's available. Firing up engine 1. Flap set to 1 for takeoff. Why is my flap key not working? Oh, it's my trim. Hang on, what's going on here then? Ah, for God's sake, my flap's in the wrong place. Alright, flap select the 1. You can see the 777 across the road there. That's Scott Watson in the BAW 154. He's flying a British Airways in America.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
I can't remember what my Google API key is. I updated this today. I did have one for this plane. Okay, let's arm speed brake while we're here. We can put engine mode back to normal. We'll do a quick flight control test.
Tow is disconnected and bypass
Speed
pin
bird
has been
154,
removed.
heavy
Hand
wind
signal
variable,
will be on the left.
4.28 left
We'll see
foot
you
for
next
takeoff.
time. Have a safe flight.
It's very laggy, the controls. Okay, I think we're pretty set here. We're going to take off the APU. APU can go to the off position. Wing lights can go to the on position. Taxi position for the lights. Runway turning lights to the on position as well. Simply 7742, ready to taxi to runway 28 left.
Simply 7742, runway 28 left, taxi via Tango Bravo.
Taxi via Tango Bravo, simply 7742. So Tango all the way down, and then we must branch off into Bravo by the looks of it. Okay, park and brake off. Okay, just checking my brake button. Sounds good. Oh, Scott's just taken off. There he goes. Yes, sir.
For the key services are available. Monitoring account 122.8. Thanks for flying. ZSC, have a great night.
Okay, so currently on Tango, going via Bravo now. Have you heard of that game that's coming out in December called F This Job? As soon as I saw it, I thought of you because of the part-time worker. You know, so that part-time worker was very controversial. Some people really liked it and some people really hated it. I must admit, my first time playing, I thought it was quite funny, but by the end I was a bit like, yeah, this is stupid. To be honest with you, I got sent about 5 different games today. I've got loads to cover for the next few days for you guys, some new stuff that you might like. About to text like this when I can't actually see what I'm doing. Okay, let's turn on max auto brake. Ready for departure here.
Simply 7742, wind variable at 4, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff.
Cleared takeoff, runway 28 left, 7742. Okay. Just before we take off though, I just need to make sure we got our lights set. Set you to take off, you're off. Strobe light can now go to the on position. We've armed spoilers in case we rejected takeoff. Flaps are set. Max auto brake set. We are good to go, people. Okay, V1 and rotate. We'll put the gear up, but apparently that button's different all of a sudden. So there you go, gear up.
Simply 7742, no further ET services are available. Monitoring account 122.8. Have a great flight. Thanks for flying ZSC.
Yep, no more service. Unicorn 122.8. Thank you and good night. Okay, flaps up while we're climbing. Now we're actually going straight up to 370. There's no more ATC, so we're gonna go straight up. Okay, we're going to disarm our spoilers, clean up the airplane a little bit, that's all good. 122.8, I don't know, is this not working? No, I don't know why it's not working with my radio panel. One. Okay, that's some stuff that we can fill in a minute. We're through at 6,000 feet. Any plans for tomorrow? What day is it tomorrow? Friday? I think it's supposed to be me and Braver on the old Contractville. I think. Okay, we can go to standard pressures. We're through at 9,000 feet. Gold Rush is coming out soon too. I didn't know there was a second one coming. You're getting a bit of turbulence. Okay, landing lights to the off position. Everything else is okay. I'm surprised that the plane hasn't tried to pick up more speed before. Oh, maybe because we're in America, hang on. Yeah, I say it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, I do have a disc on here though. Okay, that one did what you were supposed to do. Right, now you're doing what you're supposed to do. Okay, freaking thing. Okay, our arrival. We should be coming in ILS 12 according to the do America have different abbreviations? I and L. We'll go with that, the I for ILS, right? Right, okay, that should be okay now. We'll find out. You should play Out of War. You know what? I have Out of War and I've never played it. Because I remember when it first came out, I felt like it just wasn't enough. But I know it's had a lot of updates. I've heard good things. They interacted to make the earnings call to find out any latest news about GTA 6. Well, didn't they just scrap Prisoner of Tech 2 now again? 1800 for standard pressures. But even like now, you know, we're still climbing at a very slow rate. Surely we'd want to be picking up the speed here. That's what happens when you don't fly in America very often. Right, if we go to the performance page, oh yeah, this probably would help, wouldn't it? Alright, let's get some QNH data. Let's move my keyboard over here for a minute. Where are we heading off to? KBZN. Alright, let's get some 3026. Outside temperature should be a lovely 20 degrees. Winds we are looking at none, so 0 at 03. Wow, no winds. Alright. We continue to climb. My flight planner has me at 370 for cruise as well. That seems high for me for a short flight. I think they like going high in America. But like my plane hasn't picked up any speed. Look, I'm nearly at stall warning here. So I've flubbed something here, haven't I? Move some things out of the way here. Right, what are we going to talk about this week, guys? Let's try and stay away from politics, even though I'd love to talk American politics because we're in America, just for the fun of it, but I think we should stay away as I've upset people. I didn't even look. Nope. I don't even have any speed set. I suppose it's going to be managed at 0.78. Sorry, we're getting up there just slowly. X-Plane 12 is smooth as anything. Absolutely smooth. It loads in less than 10 seconds now. I think the sounds are better. I do miss my X-Plane. I love the lighting. Like the new clouds. Well, I mean, there's not any clouds around at the moment, but the new volumetric cloud updates, I think they've done really well in. What else have I missed here? Central Station, yeah, I saw they had a new update. Just don't talk about nuns and beatings. Yeah, well, look, we'll stay away from that conversation, but what should we talk about? Come on, this is our point. This is our chance. What do you want to talk about? Gas Station Simulator game. New DLC. Yeah, I should get early access to that DLC. Normally, they're very good to me, the developers over at Gas Station Simulator. So I think it comes out on the 15th. I'd expect at least 3 or 4 days early access. So next week we'll be heavily doing that. Center Station Simulator had a big update. It had, I say a big update, it's had a small update. But he's added a few new things. I'll tell you what they are here now. So he's added the new automatic saw for wood cutting. What else has he added? Pick up trees with the spheres now. You can pick up the trees from the planters, so you don't have to drop them on the floor first. There's now storage added to spheres 20, 100 and unlimited. There's also a new component storage on the workbench. There are modifications to spheres, loads of fixes, some translation stuff. A few useful things for sure. Oh, good evening. Where have you been? Yeah, I don't think you can beat a bit of X-planing. I love the lighting. The lighting is just so much nicer. Especially when you're flying in the air, it doesn't really matter what you're flying. Did you guys see Despicable Me 4 last week? I still got to go on my list. No, I will be watching it on Saturday, I think. They do something here called Kids Club, where the tickets are like €4 to get in, and we were going to do it, and then they announced that the Minions was moving on to this Kids Club they do here, so we thought we might as well wait a week. Deadpool Wolverine, yeah, I need to go see that too as well. It's supposed to be pretty good. See, here, cinemas are really expensive here. It's like, I think it was about €20 a ticket to get in, and then if you just want a normal, say, popcorn and drink, is like another €25. It's bloody mental. I'm waiting on the non. I remember back in the day, I used to download a lot of those movies, especially when I was in Australia and stuff. That was before the world of Netflix, and I mean, that's when Netflix was didn't Netflix come from the other people that they used to send you DVDs to your house and you could send them back? I can't remember what they were called now. What was that company called? And it delivered straight over from the cinema, and last time I went, the new Ghostbusters reboot. Jesus Christ, I wouldn't even go out and watch that myself. We have that too, and save tickets on Mondays. that my limitless for $49 a month to see how many movies. So yeah, I know that England do a lot of that limitless stuff. Now for me, my nearest cinema is in the nearest town, which is 35 kilometers away. So you know, it's me, if I had the limitless ticket, I wouldn't go down enough. It'd cost me more on fuel. Love film. God, everyone loved film. That's the one. Love film. Man, we all had love film. No, that's what took Blockbuster off the map, right? Just looking at Starbase, SpaceX Norris plant. He wants to change the whole site now. Yeah, but it's all going to be like self-powered by solar panels and stuff, isn't it? I love film. I've heard great things about it. Plus, I really like the Marvel films. See, I've not always enjoyed all the Marvel films, but I have heard that this one's all right. Blockbusters. Yeah, I remember going into Blockbusters in the day. I remember when I was really younger though, like when I was like 5, 6, 7, on a Friday night, my mum and dad used to go to the pub, of course, and leave my brother in charge, who was only a few years older than me. But they used to give us money to go down to the local. No, it wasn't Blockbusters at the time. It was just a local shop in the village that did rentals, and we used to go down there, get a pizza from next door. They had a Pizza Hut there, and we used to get a movie every Friday night. And it was great. Even though we were kids, the guy would just give us, because we were in Ireland, the guy would just give us whatever we want. Even if it was an 18, he wouldn't give a crap. He'd just give it to us because he knew our parents. Yeah, they were the days. I can go back and remember as far back as one of the very first movies I think we ever rented was Richie Rich. What a movie. I have an interesting sounding job today, working for the benefits office processing claims. Hey, that's not bad, eh? Maybe you can sort out your own claim. You like the latest Spider-Man? Did you really? I didn't watch the latest one now because Tobey Maguire to me is the Spider-Man. Anyone else apart from that, I mean, especially now they've brought in all the young kids and stuff, like for me, they're not Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man. Same with the redhead that did the actress with him. No one beats her either. Andrew Garfield. Yeah, I don't know, like I said, for me, Spider-Man's not Spider-Man. Yeah, you can rate it. Well, to be honest with you, back then, the punt was still the Irish currency. So yeah, we used to go down with like, 10 punt, and you'd easily get a movie, pizza, chips, Coke, freaking big bag of it all. Now for a tenner, I can buy a Twix and a bottle of Coke. And the bottle of Coke, I have to pay an extra 35p now for the plastic. Blockbusters, it was always going to go bust. As soon as the life started getting digital, it was always going to go bust. It's like, even like those game places like CEX, Game Store, they're all going bust now because everybody digitally buys their games now because that's what developers want. The problem is like when you trade in games at like CEX, they're reselling, they're making the money, not the developers. So they want people to electronically buy everything. So look, that's why those shops will go eventually. Now the only thing is CEX, obviously they do phones and other things. But realistically, even if you go to their gaming section now, they're always empty. Richie Rich was great. Solid sleepover movie, Lila. Oh yeah, The Claw. Kirsten Dunst, that's her name. She was the one. I liked her. And did any of you ever watch that the TV series? Oh sugar, It was about all like the crimes in America. What was it called? Kirsten Dunst was in season 2 of that. I thought she did a great job. You know, where they were killing people and whatever. Toby was your favourite too? Yeah, Toby to me is Spider-Man. I wish I'd bring him back. What has he ever done since? Like, because he's Spider-Man, he can't do anything else now. He is Spider-Man. Had the porn section. Oh yeah, they always had a back section. Yeah, they did. You're right. We had a boys' night to watch Emmanuel. My mother was there too. She kind of clicked and left after about 15 minutes. Tom Holland's like then. Yeah, look, I think they got good chemistry, obviously, because you know they're together. Zendaya, I don't know if I really rate her though. Like, I mean, obviously people do, but I don't know. I don't think she blows me away with her performances or anything like that. When I say that Toby is the one, the only Spider-Man, they say I'm stupid. No. Toby is the one. Kirsten Dunst might discover the redheads, yeah. Oh man, I remember when Desperate Housewives first came on. Jesus, we were all addicted at school. I think we were near the end of secondary school, and I think, oh yeah, they loved that Desperate Housewives. All of us did. We'd all be watching it. Liverpoolman, same with the cast Harry Potter. Yeah, you're right. Well, you know, the guy did a few things and Emma did a few things, but yeah, they never had standout performances since, because I think sometimes when you got that kind of legacy, you're kind of stuck, aren't you? Like, it's very hard to see him do anything else, like to be anybody else, because you know him as Harry Potter or Hermione Granger. I find it's always very hard. Bravo After Midnight. I remember when Skydance started coming out and they had the girls on the phones. Yeah, when the parents went to bed, that's all we'd all be watching. The girls were getting their tits out on the phones. God, they're the days. I can't even remember what they were called now. Babe Station and all them. Oh man, who? Radcliffe mostly does theatre nowadays. Yeah, and he probably does good stuff in theatre, but any of the movies he has done, like, I just can't take him seriously. I think I watched a movie he did a couple of years ago. He was supposed to be quite a serious part in it. But yeah, you just can't see past it. Never watched Desperate Housewives. I was a Buffy, Charmed, Roswell. To be fair, we always watched Buffy as a family. Buffy was a family one. But I never... Charmed and stuff my mum used to watch religiously, but yeah, we didn't. In Ireland, you can buy your insurance through Meerkat. If so, get 1 year 2 for 1 in the cinema. No, we don't have Meerkat, I'm afraid. We don't have anything good like that. Over here in Ireland, you know, you still have to call the insurance companies now, because you can't. They won't even give you a quote online. It says, put in all your details for a quote, and then when you get to the end of it, they'll say, oh, we'll call you. Babe Station was on the pub a few weeks ago. Was it? Poor Barmy. Jesus. I didn't even know Babe Station was still going. I'm gonna have to go through the back end of Sky now to have a look. Got a suggestion for exclusive streams, Babe Station. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get away with that one. YouTube don't like that kind of thing. Right, where are we in this? We're at 370. Speed is finally picked up. Everything is just kind of okay. We're just pottering along really here. Yeah, good old Babe Station, eh? There was a lot of other things that I remember, even when, you know, when South Park first came out, me and my brother, you know, my mum and dad were always down the pub, so we were alright, we did whatever we wanted. But yeah, we used to have to stay up late to watch bloody South Park and Beavis and Butthead. There was another one that we used to watch. It was like a goose. He was like a detective goose or something. I wish I knew what that is now. It rings a bell, but I can't remember what the name was. It was always on late, at the same time, like around... same time around South Park. Can't remember now. Top Gear died the day that Jeremy Clarkson decided to punch that guy in the face, unfortunately. on TG4. See, when I used to go to my grandparents' house, we'd only allowed to watch TJK because all my family are from the West in Connemara, so they all speak Irish only. Irish is their first language. So we used to have to watch even things like, you know, tweenies or whatever, all in friggin' Irish. Oh man. It's never the same when they do the translations here because it's like one person does all of it. Celebrity Deathmatch on MTV used to be actually play music. Yeah, I remember things like that now. Clarkson Farm, yeah, I've got time for Clarkson. No, I actually like Clarkson. I reckon he should run for Prime Minister. I'd take him. Yeah, you know, people have their thing about him. Now, I love Clarkson. I think he's brilliant. He has an airstrip there near the shop. He has an old airstrip, grass airstrip field. Apparently, he lets people fly in. I'm gonna have to do it one day. Africa. Oh yeah, I remember. God, this is so old now. I wouldn't go near TJ Cahoe with a barge pole now. The shows are so boring. Was he not fired? Did he quit? Did they force him to quit though? No, I thought he was fired by the BBC. The other two quit. Maybe I'm wrong. Hammer was fired from Norwich FM. May was fired. Oh yeah, I know that May was fired from Auto Trader. Yeah, I think though the farming thing, I think he's just found something that he's generally actually quite passionate about. But he does show the awareness that, you know, farming and agriculture, there's just no money. Even here, like, I only live around farmers. All the fields around my house will have cows in, and you know, the squeezes. The price of cow right now is so rock bottom. By the time, you know, you got to remember they've got to feed them like nuts and stuff for a couple of months before they go to slaughter, pay an abattoir, then they've got to be cut up, then they've got to be stored. Like, by the time the cow comes back round, like, the farmers are getting peanuts, really. Now, if it wasn't for the European Union's schemes of giving them money for land and whatever else, there'd be no farming here. And most of the farmers here actually have full-time jobs. They just do it on the side for extra money. But that's, well, he made it quit because of the expenses of each year you got to put in. Yeah, they're not making much. I don't know if we get the full lowdown. I'd say you get a decent breakdown, but I'm pretty sure there's some other things there. I mean, him trying to make profit off cutting stinger nails with a strimmer, for frig's sake, like, and making soup is pure stupidity, but... Put the YouTube video of Radcliffe in the lounge if you don't want to sleep tonight. Oh yeah, good. Oh, it used to be a farmer. Yeah, the farmers here, they say if it wasn't for the UU grants that they get for certain things, or even a lot of their land now, they put trees in them because they started paying, the European Union started paying the farmers more money for putting trees in the field than them actually, you know, putting something down like a maize or wheat or cows. They're actually getting more money now for just putting trees in there. So a lot of the farmers' land, if you go out to West of Ireland now, all the fields are just full of trees. Same with the bogland. The only thing about the new Top Gear is that I really liked Freddie Flintoff, and I felt bad, you know, him and his crash, and it kind of failed. But I can't stand Paddy McGuinness and the other guy that was with him. They just didn't have the charisma. I feel like they could have picked other people, but Freddie Flintoff was alright. I like Freddie Flintoff. I've got a bit of time for him, but the other two guys on the new season, Paddy McGuinness is just a complete tosspot. He's not even funny. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did like what he did that time with, what's his name, you know, On the Road to Nowhere, you know, when they were in the camper van and stuff. That TV series of Paddy McGuinness was pretty good, I'll give him that. But other than that, it's just rubbish. Yeah, but luckily he gets paid like 20 million per episode probably, and that's what is supporting his farm, and without that he wouldn't be able to pay all his people, and yeah, you know, that's just that's life now, isn't it? It's terrible. Yeah, I heard they brought a new pub, but he got in a bit of trouble with buying that pub because he went in, had a pint, and he tried to buy it, and the lady kicked up a bit of a stink. But yeah, I did hear. Well, I follow him on Twitter. I think he also has new animals as well. I can't remember what they were. The pigs gave birth again quite a lot. Was it the goats or something he had? I don't know. He shares on Twitter all his new animals, so you basically know what's coming up. Like Freddy, I don't mind Paddy, but I can't stand that Chris. Oh, Chris. Oh, yeah, I forgot Chris. I was not thinking about Chris. I was thinking about the Asian guy. I forgot that Chris was in it as well. Yeah, I can't stand Chris either, to be honest with you. Well, yeah, look, that was always going to be their problem. And then with the Grand Tour running alongside them at the same time, they never stood a hope in hell. You couldn't beat the chemistry that the three boys had, you know, you couldn't. But unfortunately, that show did become more about, you know, buying cheap cars, doing this, doing that. You know, even for me, don't get me wrong, I don't mind watching Top Gear and listening about the cars and the celebrities and stuff, but we all love the challenges. You know, buying a car for $1,000 and driving all the way up and down the country, and you know, that's fun. But yeah, they could never redo it. They won't come back. Clarkson said that... no, sorry. James May said he'll never work with Clarkson ever again. I think they had a bit of a spat. Something happened with James May and Clarkson. They don't get on. And I think Hammond was a bit involved in it too. But they said they'll never work together again. They're done now. You know, Clarkson's got his farm. May does his... And don't get me wrong, on Amazon there, I actually don't mind James May. He does that not cooking show. He does that show where he goes to different countries and sees the culture. He did Japan, Italy, and India. I actually quite enjoyed them. The India one I didn't really enjoy too much. I felt his Japan one was probably the funniest. Italy was okay. And then Hammond did a few off shows. I don't know what Hammond's doing, to be honest with you. I think he's just living his best life. I think he opened a garage. Didn't him and James May open a garage or something together? I can't remember now. Man Lab. I think I've seen a few of them. I didn't mind the toy one he did either, because I like Hornby stuff and modelling, and you know, I quite enjoy that stuff. So no, I've been 3D printing new pets. I decided I wanted a gecko. He's a bone gecko. I 3D printed him. He moves. He does all... Well, he just died. And I did a rabbit today as well. Weirdly enough, he's made of bones, but he has a fluffy tail. I did one of those dragon and the egg things as well, but I haven't cleaned this one up yet. Right, shall we have a look where we are in the world? Fairly straight flight, this, isn't it? Okay, where are we? We're currently over... I have no idea where the frig we are in America. Where are we? I don't know what state we're in. I think we're still in Washington, aren't we? Oh, we're just about to cross over to Idaho. Modern version of River Cottage. Yeah. I wish I brought a can of cider out with me tonight. I forgot. I've got 7-Up instead. 0 sugar. Do you want to see what new games I've downloaded this week that I sent? Okay, let's have a look. Change my screen for you for a second. Okay, so DJ Simulator came out today. We'll be looking at this. They sent me it last night. This one will be coming tomorrow. It's called Pawn Simulator. I think it came out yesterday. Yeah, it came out yesterday. We'll be checking out that one. That'll be tomorrow's videos probably. Supermarket Together. They've just dropped another update. This is massively multiplayer. I think it's going to be a free game as well. But I need to double check that. Oh. What else have I downloaded recently? Oh, Tavern Manager. This is coming out, and I covered the demo of this a few weeks ago. They sent me the latest key, but I'm NDA'd until the 12th. It comes out on the 13th. Quite interesting. I really enjoyed the demo that I played. So we'll be doing some of that coming up. I haven't. Oh, someone sent me this. I don't think this is something I'm going to play. Basically, it's ant simulator, but you you keep the ants. You build them their things, and they fight and they go after bugs. And maybe I'll do a video just to see. But I mean, it's sitting with positive reviews. Well, there we go. What else was I given? There's a few games that are on my key sites that I haven't even looked at yet. This is just what's installed at the moment. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, The Operator. This was sent to me by a subscriber. They want me to play this. So someone sent it to me on Steam. Here we go. Joker Max, he sent it to me. So thank you, Joker Max, if you're watching. I don't know. He doesn't speak much English, but he said he really wanted me to try this game, so he sent it to me. So we're going to be trying this. There was this that was sent to me, some multiplayer shark survival, but it doesn't look that good, so I probably won't bother. Anything else that's new? That's what I've got downloaded for the week anyways. There's a few other bits and pieces there in my emails I've seen. Angel, would you like a key to Tavern Manager? I think I've got like 3. The ant game sounds interesting. Do you think you'd be keen on it? Yeah, so basically, grow, feed, care for your colony. The mighty ants in a realistic, semi-idle simulation of ant keeping created in collaboration with ant keeping enthusiasts. So basically, yeah, you just build these things and they kill other ants in colonies, and I don't know, maybe it would be interesting. So look, you can build new things, and they start digging. They build their own caves and they reproduce, and they do what ants do. I don't even know. I don't even know what ants do, to be honest with you. Look, see, look, they're going after, what was it, an earwig? I don't know what the hell that is. They give birth and they eat stuff, and just like real ants. I don't know. I'll do a video. If that interests the people, it interests the people. Also, I'm going to be doing a members only videos going forward in the month, where I'll be letting you guys pick the game. I did mention this yesterday in Discord. And then once a month, members only stream, where basically it'll be like massively multiplayer. We'll all just be in Discord in a huge chat. You know, we'll play city games like Among Us and stuff, where loads of us can play, or any other kind of multiplayer games, and we'll just do a big kind of Discord thing. Well, I'll lock a chat room just for the members, and like we can sit there and chat and stream, so you don't have to type all the time. Antiquarius. Yeah, it could be. What else have I been sent this week? I've been sent a few things. I've not... Let's have a look. Obviously, Retail Company Simulator came out on the 6th. They sent me a key. I was supposed to cover that. I did do the demo, but I haven't gone back to it yet. It never ends. Yeah, there's a few other bits and pieces here. I've not had a really good look at what's... To be honest with you, my key sites aren't been my favourite friends recently. It's mainly emails. I've been getting a lot more emails than through the key sites like I normally do. Now, I prefer them through the key sites because I get points for them, but... let's just check my emails. Was there anything new this evening? Not by the looks of it. Okay, so it looks like we're hitting top of descent very soon. I need to get my charts out, so just give me a second. I just need to have a little bit of a nose of what the hell I'm doing. Apparently I'm doing an RNAV. What? Into lava. Should be ILS runway 12, right? Okay, 109.3. So let's just see what's in my radio navigation here. 109.3. Okay, that's good. And we need to be down at 6,800. So let's put you down ready to go. Okay, I've accidentally started descending when I didn't mean to. Crime scene's supposed to be the 14th, yeah. DCS missions, of course. Something I need to learn a bit more still. Yeah, it's a crime scene on the 14th I'm looking forward to as well, actually, yeah. Forgot about that. Playaway should send us a key. Well, see, the 14th and then I think 15th is the new Junkyard DLC for Gas Station. So next week, if I get the early access that I think I get, we'll probably be doing like 3 nights like I did with the Tidal Wave DLC for Gas Station. We'll be doing that for that. Yeah, X4 is coming, don't worry. It's on my to-do list as well. What went wrong is that I'd be involved. Alright, we're holding at... yeah, we are. $6,800, wasn't it? Beautiful tailwind tonight. Alright, let's have a look here. I think we're literally going straight in. So much land in America is not used, isn't it? So many hills and mountains. Yeah, I've never flown into this area before. I've never flown into this airport anyways. But I've never flown into the kind of Montana region. Pretty sure this door used to open, right? Want a refund? This is out of the box. I've got no mods or anything going on with this. No weather injections, nothing. Eight, nine. Ah, so you have plenty of room. Well, Will, you're going to land before the rest of us. You're miles ahead of us somehow. Okay, so underneath us is the Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest. I mean, you can so murder someone and just ditch them there and no one would ever find them, right? Bears would eat them. You seem to be zipping ahead from what I can see on the VA tracker app. Okay, so we start our descent. Yeah, look, Jamesy, like tonight is kind of flight where there's not that many people at an airport. Like, we're just lucky Vatsim was even online. I was quite surprised being in America, but it's the best night to do it because they're quiet, they're not busy, they're not overworked. If you make mistakes, they'll help you, they'll talk to you, they'll guide you, they'll slow down. It's when you go into these. A lot of people think, oh, Vatsim, I'm ready, and they go straight into Manchester Airport in the middle of an event. You know, these guys got to get these planes out fast, and they ain't got time. You've got to start somewhere, mate. Best thing to do is, like, if you tell me you're going to join, I'll pick a small airport that has some tower and something online, but there isn't many of us, and then if I go first, you're just basically going to repeat the same things he's telling me, so whatever he tells me, he's going to tell you. So you could already be jotting them down. Like, I keep notes here on the side, I've got pen and paper here, and when they say stuff, I write abbreviations, like I do on a plane, but, you know, all the information's in front of me. Yeah, don't go down peak times. It's bloody busy. Even I don't enjoy going there when it's that busy. To be honest with you, I didn't really enjoy Glasgow the other day either. But that wasn't busy. That was busy because of stupidity, I think. Okay, we'll put normal pressure back on as we're descending anyways. 3026. There you go. Q&H is set. Something's happened to my fuel though. What's all that about? Hey Jim, good evening. Yeah, just I mean, it'd take you 2 minutes to set the Vatsim up. You just got to download Xpilot and then download the scenery thing for it. But yeah, just get back on, and then next week, and then what I'll do before we fly, I'll just pick an airport that's very small, and we go from there. And if there's just a few of us, you know, like I said, you'll be all right. It's not scenery, it's you have to download the STL injector for aircraft if you're just going to do it on Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know where you download the A320 NX, their app has the STL injector thing. Yeah, so basically that's what you need for the Vatsim inject. It makes it better when you get out of aircraft and things. So if you've already got that installed, yeah, you just need is it X-Pilot or V-Pilot? I always forget. What one am I on now? I'm on X-Pilot, so you need V-Pilot for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And that's it really. Just use your Vatsim login details and you're all done. To be fair, the Irish would find it quite funny, so it's not the end of the world. My mate arrived in London from USA on a Dreamliner. He was complaining that there was subtle legroom. What? I'm assuming one of the new 787 Dreamliners, no? I thought they were nice. I mean, I've never been in a 787, but I've always kind of clung to Airbus 380s or 300s, 330s. Okay, down at 20,000 feet, we're going to be making a quick turn here onto finals and in. That's the plan. Well, the 787s would be quite nice. Like, they're supposed to be quite modern. I like flying them on the flight simulator. Yeah, 6'1" doesn't help. I'm like 5'9" or 10 or something like that. You're on an interesting approach. Why? What are you doing? We're doing the same approach, aren't we? No. You went really down to the runway. Maybe because you're bigger. That turn feels like forever, doesn't it? Oh, your PDMG has frozen all the controls and instruments. It's done this before. Ouch. I actually quite enjoyed coming back to X-Plane. I've done so many Microsoft Flight Simulators like the last few weeks, so I'm quite happy to come back and do something different. It feels like a new game again. Okay, we're starting to go through the cloud. We'll keep an eye on icing conditions. I'm not going to risk it because I remember before this had heavy icing, this aircraft. So we'll just put all the icing on, anti-ice is on. We're going through the cloud just to be safe. Okay, we're going to arm speed spoilers for when we land. Auto brake will be set to low. At the moment, everything else is still kind of okay. Okay, down at 12,000 feet. Okay, we're about to drop below the 10,000 feet, so let's get our lights back on. Oh, I'm way too high here. I'm supposed to be 8,000 feet by failure. I don't see Manny or Lom. Hang on, I'm miles away from the runway here. What the hell's happened? Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. Let's set flaps to 1. I can't even see the runway. Oh, it's there, look! It's right in front of me. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to slow the aircraft down to try and just give me some more time here. Okay, now I'm going to get a load of cloud. Great, now I can't see anything. Have I just gotten the plane when we landed? You have. Apart from now that my approach is a bit weird. It's not the same as what my charts say, which is odd. There's no way I'm getting that plane down by now then. That must be the airport, right? That is the runway. What the how am I going to get that down in time? We're massively high. Let's see if I can. Uh,
2,500.
Think rate. Think rate.
Montana traffic, Sim 7742 coming in very fast on finals for runway 12.
Roger, I've got visual on you, you're right in front of me. I can't slow this plane down. I'm coming in at 173 knots.
1,000.
Think rate. Think rate.
Now the reason why I'm putting it to the
Pull up.
I'm putting it to the
Pull up.
floor as fast as I can
up.
so I can take the speed
Pull
out.
up.
400. 300.
Terrain.
200. 100 above.
Freaking windy.
Think rate. Think rate.
Minimum 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard.
Whoa.
Retard.
Go around Simply 7742. Okay, so what happened there is there was just no way I could bring it back in the silly amount of time that I had. Yeah, you could possibly use a job. Depends if you broke the aeroplane or not, really, I suppose. I don't know why the approach was so off. But yeah, I tried to do something stupid. I tried to bring a plane down massively too fast. That was never going to happen. But I tried, right? Look, I went round. I could have literally just tried to land it. I probably would have got it down. The problem I had was I didn't have enough wind under the wings to control where I wanted to go. So I had no choice. Alright.
$2,500.
Yeah, it was a little bit unrealistic, to be honest. Uh, 77742 turning on to finals for another attempt at runway 12. To be honest, I can't see the runways. Hey, there it is. That would be okay to say. It's because the approach went a bit weird with the plane. I don't know why it didn't get down in time.
1,000.
Glide slow.
This thing does handle like a tank. Montana traffic 77742 on final now for runway 12. We've got a tailwind. This is not the runway to be landing on. There's a massive tailwind.
Thank you so much for traffic. Prepare to turn left onto ILS 12 for
200.
154.
Yeah, it handles terribly, this thing.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
77742, vacated traffic, vacated runway. But they did say it flies a bit like a brick. That's a little bit better. Something's making this aircraft really labour into this.
Push down runway 12, speedboat 15.
This is where there's nowhere to park at the terminal. Now what am I supposed to do?
Traffic, traffic.
Oh, here he comes. Here comes Gecko. Oh, you're such a floater. Floating. You're halfway down the runway. Are you down? Oh, he is now. Okay, we're still... Okay, there is a space here. You were close. You were still floating halfway down. Okay, what was my landing rate? Ah, 242. I can live with that. Yeah, he floated quite a bit, didn't he? Okay, so that's good. What did everyone else get tonight on their flights? Let's have a look. Will got a -169, not bad. I got a 242, and Count Davies crashed out, didn't he? Which is a little bit unfortunate, but you know, these things happen. Shall we have a quick little look at my terrible replay? We can come off the Vatsim network now, thank you. I don't know why the plane didn't come down in time. I must have read the chart wrong. I must have done something wrong. very unstable approach. No worries, Jim. Have a good week. Enjoy yourself. I think my flare was a bit big. Whoa, look at that flare. And you know what? I can live with that. We made it. First time I've ever come into this area in the world. Last 5 rep due to the landing. Don't know why it said to come in on runway 12. That is a terrible choice of a runway to come in because of that tailwind. That tailwind was manic. Hence why when I was getting closer, there's no air going over the wings because it's all coming the wrong way. So you don't have as much control of the plane. But anyways, look, guys, thank you all for that this evening. I enjoyed myself. Thanks to everyone that took part as always. And hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow night. Bye for now.